Hi, I'm Ann Doepner, and I am the Director of Inclusion and Employee Investment for the Minnesota Vikings.
Hi, I'm Camila Lindgren and I'm in fourth grade in Horseman. How did you decide to become the Director of Inclusion and Employee Investment for the Minnesota Vikings?
That's a great question. So I've worked for the Vikings for almost 15 years. And for the first 13 years, I worked in football operations. And what that meant is I helped negotiate player contracts and manage the salary cap for the team. And that's a profession that there aren't very many women in. And it sometimes felt lonely. And I wanted to work to create an environment that is welcoming, not only for women, but for anyone who is underrepresented in the NFL and at the Vikings. And so I saw a need, I saw an area that we could improve. And I brought that idea to our leadership and asked if I could transition into this role so that I could focus full time on finding opportunities and helping nurture the growth of people who are underrepresented in our industry. So I've been doing that for almost 2 years now.
Who has inspired you the most in your job or education?
First of all, my first inspiration was a professor I had in college. Her name was Vera Tyson. I was a French major, which is kind of funny to think about considering the work I do now. Um, but I studied French because of Vera. So she was my first inspiration. And then I think at the NFL, I've been inspired by many people. I'm currently inspired by all the women that we see breaking barriers in the NFL. I think everyone saw at the Super Bowl this year that there were two female coaches on the Buccaneers sideline, the first two women to win a Super Bowl ring as a coach. We had a female referee, an official in the game, Sarah Thomas. And the landscape for women in football is dramatically changing, literally week by week. More opportunities are being created for women and especially women of color. And it's just so inspiring to see new opportunities being created for people who are so deserving, and so that inspires me.
What would you tell a girl who is interested in entering your field?
Number one thing is I would say believe in yourself. You deserve to be there. It can be hard to believe that sometimes if you don't look like everyone else in the room or you don't look like all of your other coworkers. You can start to feel like maybe I don't belong. But actually, what your difference makes you more important and more valuable to the team. So, for any girls or anyone who's underrepresented in an industry who wants to pursue that path, you just have to remember that you deserve to be there. You are smart enough, you are strong enough, and you bring a lot to the table that is currently not there. So it matters. You need to be there to bring your perspective and your unique opinion. It's important. And so just to tune out all the other noise that may tell you, I don't know if I fit in, because it's not about fitting in. It's about adding to what's already happening and adding a new perspective.
What is the best piece of advice you've ever received?
The best piece of advice I've ever received is to ask a lot of questions. So, asking a question is a sign of strength, it's not a sign of weakness. It tells people that you're curious, you're interested, you want to get better, you want to understand more. And to me, that's something that I can appreciate rather than someone who pretends like they have it all figured out and there's nothing else they need to know. That's not true of anyone. Even the people at the top, at the highest position in a company, they don't know it all either. Everyone should be learning every single day, and trying working to get better and understand things. So being able to ask questions and understanding what you need to know to get better at whatever you're working at, that's a big strength. And sometimes people are scared to ask questions because they're worried that it may make them look like they don't know what they're doing or that they don't belong. But to me, it's the opposite. Because you ask questions, it tells me that you're engaged, you're excited, you want to learn more, you want to grow, and you want to be better. So, and it's the only way to get better is to ask questions. So ask a lot of questions. So, Camila, I have a question for you. What do you want to be when you grow up?
When I grow up, I want to be a cook.
Oh, that's cool. Any certain kind of food?
No, I just like doing any kind of food because I love all types of food except mushrooms.
I'm with you. I hate mushrooms. I'll come to your restaurant that serves no mushrooms.
Okay.
Um, so tell me a little bit about Girls on the Run. What has been your favorite part with being involved?
So, Girls on the Run is a really fun place where you can meet new girls, you can make friends with them, and all the coaches are nice to you, and they're like kind of your family because they help you, and you get to run and do fun activities that maybe you haven't done, and you get better at stuff, and you can have more confidence on yourself. And my favorite part is just being around people and knowing that people will help you and running.
I love that. Sounds like a great environment.